For my friend Marina, this is for you. This is Remy the Rat with Bullets and Brass, talking to you about being prepared and prioritizing. Hey folks, welcome back to Bullets and Brass. Today we are talking about the concept of one in the hand is better than two in the bush. And the basic idea is having a rifle that is good enough, having a pistol that is good enough, having equipment in general that is good enough, and training with it, practicing with it. You can do upgrades as you go, but having something that works being better than waiting for the ideal. You know, if I've got a limited budget and I've got all these needs, is that my first priority? That's what you've got to do. List your wants, your needs, your budget, and put them in priority order. Because I think you'll find that when you start prioritizing it, you make moves. You actually do it. You don't think about it as much. If you put it in priority order and you go, hey, the next time my gun budget gets up to $200, I'm doing that plate carrier because that's the next thing on that list. I'm doing that sling. I'm doing that, case of ammo. Whatever it is that's at the top of your priority list, make it happen. Don't sit on it and agonize and think about maybe I'll do this or maybe I'll prioritize and make it happen. Because prices aren't going to be getting any better. Availability is not going to be getting any better. And when the national government is going, we might have food shortages. That's a huge freaking red flag, right? Like that's not little. That's not minor. When I go to my grocery store and there's signs saying, hey, this whole product category, we're having trouble. There's going to be shortages. That's not a joke. That's not minor. That kind of thing is how you get massive civil unrest in this country. We're not used to that. People are not going to take it quietly. Prepare now. Don't prepare when it's a mess. Even just recently, when the riots were going on, what was the situation? Could you walk into a gun store and get something easily? Was there plenty of ammo on the shelf? Were plate carriers readily available? What was the armor situation like? How fast could you get it? Right? And the answer is pretty lousy. If you wanted it that week, maybe not. Hey, I need you to go click subscribe and a thumbs up. Every little bit of help you can give us with the YouTube algorithm goes a long way in keeping channels like this and some of the more entertaining oriented firearms channels going. Give us a hand. Thank you. Love you. Ciao, guys. My suggestion is to get something. Don't wait. Get something reasonably priced that is a foundation you can build on now. And start practicing. Start getting training. Get the fundamentals. If you have the fundamentals, but you don't have the equipment, get the equipment. Get a belt. Get a chest rig. Get a plate carrier. Get plates. Get magazines. Get ammo. Waiting on this stuff never works out. It works out if you've already got a baseline amount of gear that you're good with and you can train with, and then you wait to get that special piece that, well, yeah, I want more ammo, but I want this particular load. I'll wait till that comes in stock somewhere and I'll order it or I'll buy it in store. But if you're sitting at zero, there is good product out there. There is plenty of stuff. If your budget is $500, there's an AR. If your budget is $1,000, there's an AR. Get something. Because if you're sitting on zero and it's something you feel the need to have, whether it's for civil disturbance, self-defense at home, recreation, how are you served by having nothing? This obsession with the latest and greatest when you've got nothing is self-destructive. This constantly chasing upgrades rather than getting to the range and shooting what you have is destructive. And I apply this even to the soft goods. A sling. Just get one. It doesn't have to be $200. I run the MS4s that are like $60 if I get them at a normal sale. Just get something. Get used to it. Practice with it. Pouches. It's never going to be right the first time. You're going to wind up with a box of pouches. But until you start using them on something, a basic plate carrier, a belt rig, something, you don't know what you prefer. My opinion on what I prefer has changed 3 times in 5 years. But get something and learn. You learn more by having something, practicing with it, training with it, getting experience with it, than you do looking at the magazine. Something, don't buy total junk, but get something that is going to do the job you want, even if it isn't the ideal. Get experience with it. Because you may decide, I don't care about this feature, this feature, this feature, and this feature, but I really care about these couple over here. And now you're buying a different upgrade set. You're buying a different rifle. You're buying a different set of pouches, a different plate carrier. I've got, well, not now, but I've gone through like 5 plate carriers, 6 plate carriers, and a couple chest rig setups without plates. And at each step, I said, this is what I've learned. Let me trade this one in. Let me give this to a friend that it works better for. And been happier with the next one. I rag on my Velocity Systems LEPC because it, for me, is not good. It's not ideal. It's not as good as my Slickster. For somebody else, it could be perfect. And from experience, from having messed with it, from having used it, I put my soft plates in it and I'm way happier. But if I only had that and I only had hard plates, it's still better than standing there in my shirt sleeves, right? So, anyway, food for thought. Take care, guys. Have fun. Stay safe, right? Ciao.